All right, so we are here at Golce, and we have some wonderful things happening. We have these coming from our boy Kaz out in California. These are seedless. Look, Thai Ruby Seedless. I'm going to be grafting these babies today. Let's take a look. Alright, so nice. We got these nice leaves on them. So the first thing, we're going to cut these leaves off and wrap the scion wood, but it's nice he left them on there. Keeps us alive. But before we do that, we're gonna make sure our stuff is clean. A little alcohol. Cheers to Kitty Dukakis. I always think of Kitty Dukakis when I'm doing this. Might as well, while we're doing this, clean our knife. Let's just make sure it's clean. Nothing on there. Alright, so it's clean. Our secateurs is also good. So now, I'm going to take this, gently go in there, cut off this, and cut off this. Now, I want to take a little of my fine buddy tape. I like to leave a little bit at the top, bend it over here, and then go in and just kind of get it all the way around, which I don't think I got that. Let's see, let's do it a little different. Maybe we'll do it like this. Because I want this. I want this to be nice and tight. That's been my trouble sometimes in the past. I think I didn't get it as tight as I could. The other thing I know that I've done is I've left them out in rain. I didn't get any takes from the fern leaf from Kevin, but I did get the big yellow Psidium Guyanese, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I got that to take. I also got Psidium striatalum to take from him. And then I'm wondering, there was another, oh, Skittles. I got the old Skittles to take. So we'll be propagating more of those here at Chris Farms at Golce. All right, now I want to leave a little bit. I want to get that node, so I'm going to go for that, but I'm going to leave some. That's a good node. But I want to leave this end to graft onto it, all right? So I've got that. Now, I've got to decide here. This is the beautiful thing about growing seedlings, and I'm glad I've planted so many. I've got this Glenn's mystery, I call it. It's a mystery because we planted a bunch of seeds, but it's nice and healthy, got a lot of new growth. So I might just use, I think I'm just gonna do a couple of these on a couple different plants. And so this first one, I don't want any of this growth in the bottom below the graft. So I'm gonna cut off this, this. I want all my energy to go into the graft is what I think. I'm an amateur, but I think I'm right. And what's gonna start trying to happen is new growth will start to come out of there. So I will continuously cut off any new growth. So now I want to try to line this up with this height. I want it to be about the same. So I'm going to go, I'd like to go lower, but I don't think I can. I'm going to go, let me show you. I'm going to go right there because I need the size to be the same. Okay? So I've cut off that. I could even, if I wanted to, try to start these little seedlings. I've done it, or little cuttings. I've done it with bigger ones. If you're gonna play that game, I'd suggest maybe take off all this new growth. Do this, and then I'll stick this in the ground or over in this pot over here and see what happens. And I'm doing the same with another one of them, y'all. I'll report back. I'll try. I always promise that, but you know what they say about promises, right? Well, I don't. Okay, so now I want to get this, I want to line this up. We'll start trying to cut it a little. Let's see. All right, can we see? All right, I think you can see that now. So you can see in the middle, there's you can see that middle part, that's the cambium. So I want to center that with my graft. I think I want to go down a little bit more. I always get nervous. I don't know about y'all. If somebody has a tip to better do this, I mean, I guess rocking it back and forth is something that I've found useful, but I think there's a better way. What I don't want to do is cut myself, which I've done a number of times. All right, so I can even see, looking in there, I can see the cambium. I think that should give me enough room. Now, I want to put that in there, so it looks like there's almost a node here. And I believe, I guess, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, that because there's a node, some growth might come from that. All right, this bottom. See how this bottom is brownish? That's not alive, I don't think. So I'm gonna cut that off. I could be wrong, but that's what I believe. I think I might have messed it up a bit. I might have to go past this node. I still have 1, 2, 3, because I want to get this right, and I don't think this is gonna give me enough. Actually, I think it might be good. No. Let's see. See, this should be sharper. My secateurs should be sharper. Oh, that looks good. That I'm pretty happy with. Let's get a little bit more. I've got a mosquito biting my forehead. All right, now I think I've got enough cambium on each side. See that and that? It's not the prettiest, but we're doing 2 and we need one of them to take. Like all right, it's a little bit loose, but I think it's gonna work if we tighten it up. I found guava is definitely easier than Suriname cherry or any of the Eugenias really. Seems to be a little more forgiving. Alright, I want to get that as tight as possible, so I'm pulling. Trying to get it a little bit tighter. And we're going to tie it up. And now what I feel like I did not do last time, I put it out in the rain, and I think some of them got a little rotted. So I'm going to put it under the table. It's humid here in New Orleans. Got a lot of heat, but there's my finished product. I think the other one we're gonna do even better, because that's the thing, we always want to learn from the first one, I'd say. All right, so I've got that. Should we keep on going? Should I? Yeah, I mean, why not? It doesn't hurt. So here's my second one. I might even give this a little more cleaning. A little more alcohol to you, kitty. And yeah, like I said, I really need a better secateurs. I think my wife lost mine. She thinks I lost it. If I had to really be honest, she's probably right. Most of the time she is. And if you've got a wife or a husband, you're probably going to have a better life if you just, you know, consider that that person is right. And there's a question we like to ask, you know. Do you want to be right, or do you want to be free? And I, 9 times out of 10, want to be right and free. Oh shit. All right. This is where I get kind of, there's got to be a better way than what I'm doing. So please, if you know it, tell me. I just want to get it as tight as I possibly can. I mean, I got some scions from Cameron Bellamy one time, and it looked like they were so tight and nice that he like translucently wrapped them, it felt like. And I've got to send him a response. I know I haven't yet responded because that scion all right, so this one's a little bit smaller, but I still want to, just because this is such a, I guess, special, this Ruby Supreme, I still want to go on a nice branch. I think these are 2 plants here. Well, I don't think, I know they are. So, well, maybe not. But here we are. See this size? It's pretty small. I'm gonna go with this branch because it looks pretty healthy. And I'm just gonna get rid of all this other stuff. It's hard. Is it hard for y'all to throw things away? I mean, nothing is away. I could just compost it on the ground, but it's like I want to, every little piece, every little cutting I want to make into something else. It disturbs my heart a bit when I don't do that. So I'm trying to think of these 2, which might be better. And I like the upright growth of this. This is kind of more at an angle. I think I'm going to try this, and then if I, for some reason, can't get it, then I'll go to the other one. That's pretty smart, huh? Hedge your bets. Okay. Maybe I'll carve this first, and then I'll try to get this in here to show you. All right, so I can see the cambium there. So I'm moving to the other side. All right, ooh, that looks to me pretty darn good. I can see it on both sides. This side is done. I think this side I'm gonna try to get a little bit more. But the difficulty I've had here and there, I go to this side to try to get a little bit more, and I end up scraping off the end and having to start over. So like I said, this side, pretty good. This side, maybe a little bit more. All right, I think this is going to be our winner. I should label them. Think winner. Now we're back down here. I've actually found with thinner grafts seem to take more, but the thicker ones, or seem to push quicker, I guess. The thicker ones though seem to, whatever the word is after push, where they keep rolling. Gentle, slowly. Chunchani, if you speak Korean. So, I think that's good. I can see the cambium inside here. Oh yeah. If we can get this, baby in there. Here's a little concern. You know what? I'm gonna try to, it's like the, whatever dirt is on the outside of here getting on the scion itself. So I can see how they lined up. But it doesn't want to go that way. And I've got to go a little bit deeper. Here's my knife. This is where slowly, as I said before, chunchani. I don't want to cut myself, and I don't want this to like split all the way down. You see what, smell what I'm stepping in? All right, so. I don't know why it. And I can see it on both sides. But now it's like I feel like a little bit more. This is meticulous work. Anything like me, sometimes you move too fast. Gardening, I mean just growing stuff, has always slowed me down. But this is a pretty good way to slow down as well. Oh yeah, now. I think if we can keep that tight, we are golden. But see how it's kind of spread? I want it to be as tight as possible. So first I'm going to wrap it. Kind of like when you first learned how to tie a shoe, you got to keep it tight. Again, this is all theory. I've only done like 20 grafts, get the experts to tell you more. But sometimes, okay, if you've ever traveled to another city, they say the best time to take photos are immediately when you get there, or a couple years later. And I think it might be the same stuff with this. What am I learning? What are my early realizations and mistakes? So that's part of this. I think I'm going to cut this just to make it easier to tie, to make this one grow a little bit better. It's really going to want to pop out shoots from that, so I've got to keep an eye on that. I think this baby is pretty tight, just from me holding it together and the buddy tape. All right, so there she is. Now, I know some of y'all have seen me do this before. I just found, and this is a shout out to the Green Project in New Orleans, who they reuse different stuff. These are old window panes, or not window panes, window shades. But these with pencil, they don't go away. I haven't found anything, markers, the tags they give you that have worked as well. So I want to mark these Thai Ruby Seedless, Thai, and I'm going to do this number 2. Y'all please remember that one I think I did better. Thai Ruby Seedless, and today's date is, I believe, July 24th, I think. So I'll put 7/24/25, and then number 2. Again, I'm gonna put that under this table here. My hope is that it'll like the humidity of New Orleans, but the rain won't get it as much, and I'll try to water it daily. I've got a bucket of rainwater next year. So Thai Ruby Seedless, 7/24/25, number 1. That'll go in the other pot that I put. So here we are, y'all. Grow seeds, put the seeds in the ground, air layer them, and then the extra seedlings, graft those babies up. Exciting things happening over at Crisp. I thank you for watching, and any questions, or actually feedback, please. Thank you.